What's up YouTube, PJ back with another video for y'all, and today I have a video that's long overdue. I've been talking about these speakers and my head unit in the Miata for the longest, and so I went on ahead and picked up a Bose head unit. This is the one I pretty much had in all my previous vehicles, and then this is probably the first or second time I've had to do speakers in vehicles, and it should go by quite easy. I got the Terminators 6S or whatever they are, and you can read right down here. But I have a special guest here to help me with the install.
Hey.
There she is. If you haven't seen the previous video of her installing the head unit and stuff in cars, then you can check that video out. But now, first things first, we need to get the negative battery cable on the battery unplugged, and then we need to take this top down because we're in the garage. We can put the top down and we can have a bunch of light in here, and we won't have to worry about visibility or anything. Alright, so once we got the top down and the battery unplugged, and by the way, if you didn't know, the battery is in the trunk for these cars, in the trunk on the passenger side. So unplug the negative terminal for that, and then you're gonna be left with this, if you have this. I believe there are two different versions to this radio, this Bose radio out of the 1999 Mazda, but I'm not really sure about that. But I heard all you have to do is, as you can see like little indentations or whatever right here, and what you're gonna do is pry this with a flat head and try to take these off, and it's gonna open up some little tabs that I'll show you in a bit. Just keep through the top of this. Alright, so now the kit that I have from Crutchfield.com, it actually came with these little factory radio removal keys, and I'm just gonna take these out of here, and you're gonna see the little holes that they're supposed to go in right here on the screen. But all you do is press those in there, and you should be able to remove the radios with that. Kiera, you gonna do this one?
Let's get it going. Yeah.
Alright, so I got the top part of the radio out, and I'm just gonna basically start unplugging it. And there are two little harness clips that you need to undo on the back side of it. So I'm about to go ahead and try to get those out. Like so. Ooh, this thing is out though. Alright, so the next step, well for me anyways, is I'm going to have to get this out of the way because I have a double DIN radio. If you have a single DIN radio, then your installation kit should come with one of these, and basically it would have a tray under it, and so your single DIN would go in here, and your double DIN, your whatever, you don't have anything else, so it will go under it right here. But I have a double DIN, so I'm going to need to cut this little bar out of here, and then on my little faceplate bracket I have another bar that I'm gonna need to cut out as well. Alright, here we go to fun part now. We got our Bose Elite 480 BRGB radio head unit. I think we are kind of familiar with this. Oh look, it came with another little faceplate. This probably not for my car though. So, and the moment everybody's been waiting. Oh, everybody's been waiting for. Oh, is this the same one? It looks smaller. It looks different. It might be the same. Oh no, because these are actual buttons now. I don't know, I think they always was buttons. Oh well, either way it go, I gotta plug these up some kind of way, because I have one thing, I have this scotch piece that I need to figure out how to plug up with this, because I heard that Bose audio is not very friendly with other audio. So I have this scotch piece because it's friendly with everything, and it's gonna make the two connect. Gonna make the Boss connect with the Bose. Yeah, we about to figure this stuff out here. Good thing we got our handy dandy. Well, I think we lost the instructions. Got the instructions. It came in this little instruction booklet, little bitty tech help booklet, and we're gonna be using illustration D because we have the car stereo that we're about to install, this little scotch piece to make it all run together, the little scotch connector, and the vehicle harness. And we have all of those things. We don't have subs, we don't have any of the other stuff. So illustration D would be, if you're ordering from Crutchfield like I did and get everything they say you need for it, illustration D is where you're gonna be.
One eternity later.
Alright y'all, so now after about an hour and something of figuring out all of this wiring that I didn't even know anything about. I did not know how to use this scotch piece. So for those of y'all in future references who want to get this type of stuff, look it up beforehand, look up videos, get somebody to teach you about it, look up tutorials, all that kind of stuff. This is not like a real tutorial, but this is just about how I did it. So we have pretty much color coded these wires and put them in this scotch piece. It's a lot of different stuff, but it was kind of tricky. It was more tricky than my Mustang was. Kiera, how you feel about this whole thing?
It's a very lengthy process, especially when you're figuring it out as you're going.
Yeah, and I figured out, since we don't have rear speakers in this car, it's like, I don't know, that made it a little bit more complicated. I don't know why that would make it more complicated, but it did, because we had to figure out where these other speakers were going. But I mean, hey, I think we just about figured it out and found where they need to go. But now we're about to plug all this stuff back in and see what she sounds like. Alright, so I think it's been probably another hour or so, and yeah, we've been just struggling with this, trying to get this thing to work. It turns out that we don't actually know how to use this little box that we tried to install, this little Scotch box, or whatever it's called. I read the instructions thoroughly like a bunch of times, and we had everything plugged up right. Alright y'all, so we're back for day 2 of today's video, and these speakers have been whooping my butt. As you can see, this is where I am right now. I had to end up going to Home Depot to get some sheet metal to make my own bracket, because, I mean, not to talk down on Crutchfield or anything, because I don't usually talk down on different brands, but they did not send me everything they needed, even though they told me that I had everything I needed to install these speakers and stuff. But I've been just running into problems all day, and I'm just glad that I'm finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. But yeah, like I said, I made my own brackets, and they're pretty sturdy, pretty rigid. They're just metal, so hopefully whenever I turn the speakers on, they don't vibrate and you hear a bunch of metal sounds and stuff like that. But other than that, yeah, I have them both installed. Well, the speakers, and now I have the tweeter right there. This side is already wired up, but now I'm about to wire this side up. And I'm gonna show y'all what I did for that. Alright, so one thing Crutchfield did get me was this little wiring cable right here. This was not on the speaker. It was actually included with all the different wires and stuff that they had. And luckily I was able to, oh yeah, and look at this. because there wasn't a way that I could do this. So I put the speaker in here and found some little brackets. They actually supplied these brackets, but I don't even think this is what they were for. But yeah, I pretty much had to do a custom job with everything, and I just taped it just so it wouldn't fall outside of the brackets. Even though I didn't think it would, but you can never be too safe with that. But now because this now needs to be cut, because as you can see, I no longer have this end. I have regular wires. So I'm just gonna splice into that wire with these two, and everything should be fine by that. And after I do that, then I have my new door cards right over here that I'm gonna have to put on. Hopefully this stuff is working. I know it comes on, and hey, this is not copyrighted music. Alright, so we're about to get some non-copyrighted music in here. Sounds familiar, but it's kinda loud, even at 1. Like, it's kinda loud, but that's not something to complain about. It's just, I don't know, like if I'm doing something and I need the music to be very low, then I don't think I can get that. Sounds good though. Sounds pretty good. I'm gonna play with the settings and stuff for a little bit and just see how it is. But that's the Bose stereo for you. Alright, so I'm just about done with this install, and the thing looks pretty good in there. And the speakers do sound very good. But one thing I have noticed is I can still hear the radio whenever I'm doing Bluetooth things. And like, I don't know if it's with the aux or not because I don't use an aux. But with the Bluetooth, I can still hear the radio just a tad bit. And I think that's because I did not use that blue Scotch box. And so one day I might end up taking this all back out, and well, not the speakers, because the speakers I don't think they're ever coming out, because I'm not dealing with that again, especially without a bracket or anything like that. But if I take the radio out again, then I might install the Scotch piece and see how that changes it. But this is an autocross-ish car and a road course-ish car. I'm still gonna be like driving it around on the street and stuff. That's why I'm getting it radio and getting a new top and all of that stuff, because I want it to be comfortable on the drives. But this just about wraps up today's video. If you like the video, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Comment down in the section below and let me know what I could have done differently, or if there was something that I could have got from like Walmart or Home Depot that would have did a lot better than just making it out of sheet metal. Share this video with anyone that has a Miata and has done anything, and let them know to let me know certain things that they may have gone through or learned, or whatever experiences they've had with a Miata. I want to know that. So tell them to comment on this video and let me know that also. But this just about wraps up today's video. So always remember to do more, be more, believe more, and achieve more. And I thank y'all for watching.